Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Paige here, once again with another video on Legends of Tomorrow. So Wondercon is being held over the weekend in Los Angeles, and Legends of Tomorrow had a sizzle reel released, even though it is really just a trailer for the rest of, or not the rest of the season, but the next couple of episodes. So let's actually watch the trailer before we break it down.
At the edge of history, it is only for the next and final battle that you will be remembered. Onward to victory!
You think it's a suicide mission?
I don't think going after Vandal Savage is a vacation.
We have no choice but to stop Savage in 2147 or die trying.
The future, it's
Astonishing.
Weird. You look just like him.
It's pretty weird.
Watch this one closely, Talia. There is much you can learn from her.
The Old West.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
John Wayne, Salvation's new sheriff.
We'll stay out of trouble.
Playtime's over. Anybody's got a problem with that? The answer to me. I deserve that.
We can change this future.
Will you be able to look your own son in the eye knowing what you did so he could live?
Great! Great, no!
You are hereby ordered to hunt down these individuals' younger selves and eliminate them.
Come with me if you want to live.
I've always wanted to say that.
Those are not impact craters.
They're footprints.
Strap yourselves in.
You might be a time master, but I'm a master of time. And I play a far deeper game than you could ever hope to comprehend.
Stand back. No, like way back. All right. Here we go.
So that trailer had a lot in it. It's going to be a pretty wild ride. It looks really, really cool, but let's get into it. So we start in the Wild West, where we see Rip Hunter preparing to duel. Now I see this as a perfect fit for Rip, as he's always using that like futuristic laser revolver. But then see Vandal Savage in a futuristic setting. The Legends will be traveling to the future in the next few episodes, so this fits in well. You see this guy here fighting Vandal Savage. At first I thought it might have been Dr. Midnight for some reason. It just popped into my head, but it's not, but I'm not too sure who it is. Felicity makes an appearance. Yep. The Legends are traveling to 2147 when they go to the future, so it's going to be interesting to see what Easter eggs might be in that time period. It'd be pretty cool, if not, if we meet anyone that we might be familiar with in that time period. We see some of the future tech at hand, as well as some of the clothing that they wear in 2147. Ray comes across a tribute to himself and the Atom, which is pretty weird and pretty trippy. The Wave Rider is flying away from Nandapar Bat here, which is pretty cool. And then boom, Talia al Ghul is back, as well as his daughter, not Nissa, but Talia al Ghul, which is massive. A lot of people were wondering, hey, we got Nissa, but where's Talia? We see Sarah and Kendra training in the League of Assassins headquarters. This is possibly to make Kendra a better fighter, but maybe Sarah is trying to prove something to Rach as well. We cut back to the Wild West, where Ray calls himself John Wayne, which I found quite funny. And once again we see the Legends causing a bar fight like they did in episode 1, but that was in the 1970s and this is in the Wild West. Straight after this bar fight, boom, enter Jonah Hex. We knew Jonah was coming into the show, and obviously it makes sense if he appeared in the Wild West episode. Now this is actually going to be episode 11 that Jonah Hex appears in, just so you can keep your calendars marked, I guess. We see Jonah giving Rip a whack to the face, probably to put him in his place because Rip was probably being an idiot. Rip comes across his son again, which is really strange, but why is he holding a gun to him? Does this mean his son has taken a turn for the worse, might be doing bad rather than good? It will be interesting to find out. This is one of my most sought after points that I really want to understand. We see Jax crying towards Professor Stein. Either Stein is attempting to sacrifice himself to save Jax, or Jax is in trouble and Professor Stein is really worried and Jax is just scared that he's going to die. This time assassin here is ordered to kill the Legends, but as their younger selves, so either before they had powers or when they're more vulnerable. We see Captain Lance with hair, which is nice. We haven't seen that in a while. We get a young pre-Leanne Yu Sarah. Nice bangs, by the way. Gotta say, those bangs are on point. And it seems that the Atom saves her, so I'm assuming that the Legends obviously find out that this time assassin is going back to kill their younger selves, and, you know, they go and try and stop that. And obviously Ray has to pop out with a quote, so he decides to pop out with the Terminator quote. We see Professor Stein and Ray noticing massive footprints the size of craters in the ground, which, when I first saw that, I was just like, uh-oh. We go back to Nanda Parbat, where we see Kendra flying Sarah against the wall. And then we see this creepy field. It's possibly in the future. I'm going to say it's in the future, but it just looks really weird. It's like almost like glowing a bit, so it's a bit strange. We go back to the Wild West for a brief moment where we see some horses and some people fighting on top of horses. And this was interesting. This is one of my more interesting points as well. We had a look at these androids and it looks like they're possibly designed off of the Atom suit in the future because they sort of have the same design. Obviously they're a bit skinnier, but that's because they don't have a freaking human inside of them. So it seems that they've used the Atom suit to create these like android things, and possibly they can shrink, which would make them even more deadly and more threatening. We have Kendra and Vandal fighting again, because that's what they do. And I think a lot of people might have missed this. Hawkman is back. This is Hawkman. We can see Carter hanging from the ceiling here. He seems to be kicking Kendra to the ground. So what it seems is that they think they need Carter to take down Vandal. So they get one of his like reincarnations before, or maybe in the future. And Kendra's trying to introduce herself and try and basically do what he did to her when we first were introduced to Kendra. We see Hawkman again with his mace, knocking out this cinder block. We get a lot of women and children being put onto the Wave Rider. I'm not too sure why. It's most likely to protect them from whatever is outside. It could be that big giant thing that left that footprint, or it could be something else. And then boom, we get Nyssa. Nyssa is here. I'm not too sure what time period this will be when she's popping up because, yeah, it's a bit confusing, so it'll be interesting to find out. We see Kronos shooting at Firestorm here, and then Kronos absolutely gets gangbashed by Kendra, Ray, and Sarah. So I think Kronos might finally be defeated. And then finally, Vandal tells Rip, "You may be a Time Master, but I am a Master of Time." Which is essentially telling Rip that Vandal has the upper hand, and even though Rip thinks he is in control, Vandal is actually the one that is in control. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave your opinions in the comment section below. What are you looking forward to most from the upcoming episodes of Legends of Tomorrow? People complain about the show. I think it's going pretty strong. I think it's only had maybe like one poor episode, which is pretty good for a show that people are saying is crap. But yeah, leave what you're looking forward to most in the comments. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you are new, tomorrow we have the Supergirl Flash crossover, so let's look forward to that. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.